It's time for Giants Kickoff.
A fresh slate for the Big Blue and a chance to put last year's abysmal 3-13 mark behind them. It all gets underway tomorrow afternoon. MetLife Stadium against the Jacksonville Jaguars. A new season and a new regime. No one more excited to get things started than the Giants' superstar wide receiver, number 13, Odell Beckham Jr.
I can't stop thinking about it. I'm at home, be in the middle of conversation. Just my mind doesn't get off this game. It's been a long time. It was a lot of hard work and preparation just to be able to get back to running and playing again. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about this team and the opportunity we have in front of us.
All right, how you doing, everyone? I'm Russ Salzberg, and welcome to Giants Kickoff, our pregame look at the New York Football Giants as they now get ready for their season opener.
And I'm Tina Cervasio. Thanks for joining us as the Big Blue begin a new era under the 18th head coach in franchise history, Pat Shurmur.
That's right. You can catch all the action from tomorrow's matchup, Jaguars-Giants, from MetLife Stadium, 1 p.m. only on Fox 5.
The Giants begin the 2018 season against a fierce Jacksonville defense, which led the Jags all the way to the AFC Championship game a year ago before losing to the Patriots. Here's more on the Week 1 matchup in our Game Day preview.
Game Day preview brought to you by Spectrum.
Start of the year, you're always excited. You're always excited about the year. You feel good about things. So now we just got to go out there. We got to have a great week of preparation. Make sure everybody knows all their assignments, exactly what's going on, and then you got to bring that to Sunday. That's what it's all about. Is bringing it to game day, making those plays, going out there and finding a way to keep the games close and win it in the end.
This year, the Big Blue backfield will feature a large dose of the club's #1 draft pick out of Penn State, Saquon Barkley.
I definitely think I'm ready for a full load, the way I've been preparing, the way I've been practicing. And I mean, we got a whole bunch of great backs in our room. That's going to help us in that area too. And I'm just excited for the game, excited to get the season started.
The second overall pick in the draft says he's even ready to contribute on special teams if needed.
I'll be eager to definitely be in the mix with kickoff return. I did it in college. I was able to help my team out in college in that area, and if they feel or if I show that I'm capable of doing that for the Giants, why not? I mean, that's definitely something I feel comfortable with, and I'm honestly willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
As for the Giants' passing game, Barkley will clearly add a threat out of the backfield, in addition to the return of Odell Beckham Jr.
We drafted a decent running back, and just seeing him, he's different. He's just a different cat. I know he's excited, very excited to get out there. Shep, you got Evan Ingram, even Cody over here, who's kind of tucked in the closet for the past of his career over there with Emmanuel Sanders and D. Thomas, but he's a guy who can make plays.
Earlier in the week, head coach Pat Shurmur announced 6 team captains. On offense, Eli Manning and Nate Solder. Special teams, Zach Diossi and Michael Thomas. And on defense, Landon Collins and Alec Ogletree. Shurmur says the captains were voted in by all players and coaches.
It means the world to me, and at the same time, it means that I gain the respect of my players to be a leader of them and to lead them the right way.
Landon, when you look at Leonard Fournette, what makes him so tough to defend?
Honestly, he's so balanced. Yes, you see a big back like that, you don't think he's so elusive and can move the way he moves. He's fast, he's elusive, he got great vision. With those things, you have to be patient with him, and when you hit him, you have to really wrap and bring him down.
All right, up next, I had a chance to talk with the man who draws up that Big Blue game plan, the Giants' brand new head coach, Pat Shurmur.
Game 1's upon us.
Right.
The Pat Shurmur era officially begins. Any butterflies?
Not really. I feel good about where we're at. We've got a lot of work to do, so it'll be fun to see where we're at as a team. They've been very competitive. They're very focused, and I think we put together a good plan to get after Jacksonville.
Jaguars are very good, both sides of the ball. What's the key or keys, Pat, to beating them?
Well, first, we can't beat ourselves. Along the way, we got to take care of the ball. We got to disrupt the ball, get the ball off of them. We got to be really good about winning our matchups, and then play good team offense, team defense, and team special teams.
We always hear that you never want the moment or the game to get too big, but you have 2 guys in particular, Odell and Saquon, who are chomping at the bit to play. You have to talk to them about not getting too revved up for this?
I think we always talk to our players about staying in the moment and keeping your composure. And I think what's great about our players is they embrace the competitive nature of what they're doing. And so, every once in a while, emotions can boil over. So we just got to be calm, compete each down. If something doesn't go your way, learn from it, move on, and try to win the next one.
A lot of coaches look at their season, view it in quarters, 4-4, 4-4. Do you do that?
Well, no, we're trying to win each game. I think what's important to remember, though, I'm still getting used to our roster and how they play and how they're going to perform, how they're going to handle adversity. So, early in the season, I'm probably going to learn a lot more about our team than I will later in the year.
The Giants are coming off a 3-13 season. Even though you aren't here, Pat, because of that season, is it that much more important for Big Blue to get going quickly, so if nothing else, to keep the natives calm?
Well, we don't really worry about that. We're trying to grow away from what was a bad year a year ago and just try to make this an outstanding season and do what we can to win each Sunday.
Still to come on Giants Kickoff. Eli Manning has a new head coach and offensive scheme heading into 2018. The two-time Super Bowl MVP tells Russ the key motivating factor, driving him toward another championship run. Plus our Giants insider Paul Dottino on facing the defensive-driven Jaguars. He also tells Tina why recent Giant roster moves are all about winning right now. Straight ahead. Giants Kickoff brought to you by Adorama, official electronics retailer of the Giants.
I'm Saquon Barkley, running back for the New York Giants, and you're watching Giants Kickoff on Fox 5.
All right, welcome back, everybody. He is a two-time Super Bowl MVP, now entering his 15th season in the NFL, all with the Giants. He is the leader of the Big Blue offense, the man who calls the signals. Number 10, Eli Manning is the focus of this week's Player Profile.
Eli, how long did it take for you to get the bad taste from last season out of your mouth?
Well, I don't know if it's all the way out. I think it's one of those deals you learn from it, and you don't want to experience those things again. It's not fun losing. It's not fun losing games, and I think you got to use that to motivate you through the off season, through training camp, through all those times to get ready for this season, to go out there and play better, have a better year to avoid that situation.
You heard it, everybody heard it. There were doubts last season about how much you had left at 37 years old. How much of that is a motivating factor going into this season?
You try not to listen to it. You don't believe it. You don't get all wrapped up in it. But you hear it. You know what's being said, and it definitely motivates you to go out there, prove them wrong, and prove the Giants right, and the people who have faith in me, prove them correct.
Coach Shermer thinks that you can have your highest completion rate ever. How do you feel about that?
I hope he's right, and I want to prove him right also. He's one of the guys that I want to make look smart, and again, I've enjoyed being in this offense, learning from him and Coach Shula, and picking their brains, and it's been fun, and it's going to pay off.
Fingers crossed, Eli, with everybody staying healthy. How dynamic is this receiving core of yours?
It's a good receiving core, and obviously starting with Odell, and he's explosive and tremendous playmaker. But Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, and then you throw in Saquon even as a receiving back. There's a lot of guys that can get open. We like versus man coverage and be able to make those 6 and 7 yard completions, convert on 3rd and 5, do all those things right, and then we have opportunity to hit some big plays. We got to do that as well.
Eli, this is year 15 for you, so I think we can all agree we're closer to the end of your career than at the beginning. Looking back, can you say you're satisfied with your career?
No, I'm not satisfied. I think if you're satisfied, you may, give it up, and I'm not ready to give it up. And there's no reason I can't have, one of my best years. I feel good, and I like the talent that we have, and so I want to keep playing because I want to win. I want to win another championship.
Yeah, no doubt Eli sounds happy, and a healthy Eli Manning, of course, will have a lot to do with the Giants' success this season. Well, up next, I sat down with Paul Dottino, the Giants beat reporter for WFAN Radio and our Giants insider. let's start with the Giants offense. We have a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator in Mike Shula, but Eli Manning is under center for his 15th season. But what is going to be different about this offense when they take the field?
The Giants are going to run the ball a heck of a lot more than they have in the past. Pat Shurmur, when he was with the Vikings last year as the offensive coordinator, they ran the ball more than any other team in the NFL, and I don't think that's a coincidence. Shurmur wants balance. He knows he's got an improved offensive line that will allow him to do that, and then off of that, he will do a lot more schematically with the receivers and the guys who are going out wide to confuse defenses.
Paul, Odell Beckham Jr., as we know, didn't play in any preseason games, and Saquon Barkley only had a couple of live reps. What does their limited participation mean when it comes to impacting them week one?
I think it'll impact Barkley more than it will Beckham, because Beckham and Eli have been on the same page for years. Let's not kid ourselves. In fact, they have thrown nonstop after practice every single day during training camp. Barkley, on the other hand, well, that's a little bit of a different story. I don't think there's any question that having only limited reps in the first preseason game against the Browns is going to mean he's a tad rusty, and he's going to need to take some hits before he gets back into it.
So what are the biggest challenges or concerns the Giants should have as they face the Jaguars on Sunday?
They call them Saxonville for a reason. This defense is ferocious. They have a number of different schemes to get to the quarterback. The Giants' offensive line is going to be tested right out of the gate against one of the most ferocious, aggressive defensive fronts in the National Football League.
The Giants cut Davis Webb, so many were shocked by this. What does this mean for the future of the Giants' offense?
I don't know that it means anything right now. I was as shocked as anybody, in fact, totally flabbergasted that Webb got cut. But I do think that the Giants are playing for now, and they're not so much concerned about the quarterback of the future. I think they look at Eli Manning and say, you know what? He's making all of the throws. He looks as good as he has ever looked. Why should we think about the next guy? There's just no reason to.
Still to come on Giants Kickoff. The Giants grab the NFL baton when it comes to helping victims of domestic violence. The organizational effort in this week's Giants Among Us. Plus, we test members of the Big Blue on their knowledge of the NFL team that calls Jacksonville home.
That was my best one so far.
Look at you. He's rocking and rolling.
Our trivia challenge, Know Your Foe, is still ahead.
I'm the New York Football Giants head coach, Pat Shurmur, and you're watching Giants Kickoff on Fox 5.
I have a lot of confidence in this offense and Coach Shurmur and what he does and what he brings to the table. I love the way that we're preparing. I love the way that he prepares. There's a lot of plays. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in there. Just making sure you know where to line up, assignment, attention to detail, depth, all those things are important.
Sounds good. New head coach and star receiver in perfect alignment. Hopefully that means good things ahead as the 2018 season now gets underway. And you can catch all the action from this weekend's game. Jaguars-Giants from MetLife Stadium tomorrow, 1 p.m. only on Fox 5.
Well, members of the Big Blue have always had a special connection with the local community. Our Erica Wachter has a story of the entire organization doing their part for a truly worthwhile cause.
Members of Big Blue took part in an event to help victims of domestic violence and human trafficking in our area. It's the focus of this week's Giants Among Us.
I get the bag, open that bag, boom.
Yeah, teamwork there.
Earlier this summer, the Giants partnered with My Sister's Place, Westchester's largest domestic violence shelter, to provide necessary goods to those in need.
What you're doing today is a community service project to provide another example of the Giants' commitment to the NFL program to eradicate domestic violence.
The bags you're going to put together are going to land in the hands of our clients, the boys, the girls, the moms and the dads who want to let them know that there's someone out in the world who thinks about them, who cares about them. This isn't a sympathy project. People, our clients, they really don't need pity. What they need is empathy.
From front office staffers to players and coaches, the entire organization participated in the endeavor at the team's Quest Diagnostics Training Center.
Make it
assembly line. Here we go.
There we go, runner.
We packed up items for people who have been taken from their homes or left their homes because they were in imminent danger.
The event had particular significance to cornerback William Gay, who helped organize it.
This is dear to my heart. Domestic violence was big in my life. My mom lost her life. She was shot in her back 3 times by her husband. So this is big. She didn't know about a safe haven place.
I need one more of those.
One more? The 12-year NFL veteran was truly touched by the Giants' involvement in the project, as the effort produced more than 1,000 bags of much-needed donations.
Giants in the community. That's what we love to do. To see the whole team, the whole organization, from the front office, everybody pitching in, it was fun. We was out here competing. Everybody wanted to see who can get a bag filled the fastest or who can color the best. But I think it's going to put some smiles on kids' faces when they see the gifts that came from the Giants.
To learn more about My Sister's Place, visit their website at mspny.org. I'm Erica Wachter for Giants Kickoff.
Still to come on Giants Kickoff, Tina and Russ share their picks for this week's matchup with the Jaguars. Plus, it's trivia time Giants Kickoff style. Which member of Big Blue will have the answers?
Jacksonville is way north, up the top, right?
Know Your Foe is straight ahead. Giants Kickoff brought to you by Ticketmaster and the NFL Ticket Exchange, the only official ticket exchange of the NFL.
Alec Ogletree, the New York Giants, and you're watching Giants Kickoff on Fox 5.
I'm trying to get as ready as I can for this game, mentally and physically, and try the best I can do and try to do whatever I can do for my team to help just come out with a win.
All right, let's get it on now. Time to challenge members of the Big Blue on their knowledge of this week's opponent, the Jacksonville Jaguars, with our season premiere of Know Your Foe.
Know Your Foe, brought to you by your Tri-State BMW centers. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
True or false? Jacksonville is the largest city in the state of Florida by population. True or false?
I think it's false. True.
True it is. True it is.
Yes.
This 2-time Super Bowl winning head coach was also the Jaguars' first head coach in 1995. He's currently their head of football operations. Would it be A, Joe Gibbs, B, George Seifert, or C, Tom Coughlin?
C.
You knew that before. Yeah, see. The Jaguars' current head coach is A, Doug Marrone, B, Jack Del Rio, or C, Vinny Boom Bots.
It's A, Doug Marrone.
The Jacksonville city motto is A, we've got beaches and peaches, B, where Florida begins, or C, oranges grow here.
Let's go with the oranges. I'm going to go with B.
Where Florida begins. Look at you.
Hey.
You know, newcomer, you're right on the money. Okay. People from Jacksonville can be referred to as which of the following? A, Jackson Jills, B, DeVillions, or C, Jacksons?
I'm going to go C.
Jacksons.
Yeah. Okay.
True or false? Jaguars made the playoffs in their first year of existence back in '96. True or false?
False. True.
True it is. The Jaguars mascot, known for his elaborate stadium entrances, is named A, Jaguar Jackson, B, Jumpin' Jackson Flash, or C, Jackson DeVille.
I'm going to say C.
You are the man.
Know Your Foe.
That was fun. All right, Russ, ready for our first picks of this season?
As I said, let's get it on.
All right, I'm going to go first.
Go ahead.
And week 1 with the Giants at home and the build-up and excitement of a new coach, top draft pick, and the return of Odell, of course. I'm going with the Giants winning this one 17-10, but this will definitely be a defensive battle.
Well, it sounds pretty good, partner, and I'll tell you what, pretty much agree, and I think defense will rule the day, but in the end, I have the Giants indeed scoring enough points to prevail. 23-19 will be your final, and you can watch all the game action tomorrow on Fox 5 beginning for you at 1 p.m.
And that's a wrap on our NFL Week 1 edition of Giants Kickoff. For our entire Giants Kickoff crew, I'm Tina Cervasio.
That's right, and I'm Russ Salzberg. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and have a great Giants football Sunday.